Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and today I'm going to show you some paint markers that I was sent by Arrtx. So first off, we have this acrylic paint marker set. This one has a small brush tip, which, you know, I always like brush tips. We also have these metallic paint pens, which are super shiny, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to use these for. Maybe I'll make some little decorations. I think they'd work really good on just dollar store wood shapes, maybe for Halloween or Christmas. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of what to use these for. And then we have these wide tip 10mm acrylic markers, which are super cool. They sent these to me and they were like, oh, you know, just tell them that they exist. You don't have to use them, but I really like them. Like, look how chunky these are. They look like markers for toddlers, but like adult size. Anyway, so they have these really big 10mm or 1cm wide tips, as you can see here, and all of them activated really nicely. They're a push down tip, and none of them really splooged all over the place, so they're lovely. I really like them. And here are the swatches for all three sets of these markers. Now, because there are so many colors in these sets, I decided to work with this limited palette here, just 3 markers, and starting with the wide tip as my base. Basically, I'm going to be using these like I would use an opaque gouache, like acrylic gouache or acrylic, or just a regular gouache. But because these are acrylic markers, obviously acrylic gouache is the closest relative in a sense, because they are, it's weird, they're matte, but they do end up having sort of an acrylic-y sheen. So anyway, after laying down the base here, I'm gonna do my drawing, and I just wanted to draw something sort of like easy and nice. I'm just coming off of several months of working on some really big freelance projects, which is most of the reason why I haven't posted on YouTube at all. These are big projects, like multi-$1,000 projects, and that's just like my fee, right? So with lots of people involved, obviously, you know, they're huge projects, and they're projects that I care a lot about. A couple of them were, you know, they have environmental themes, cultural themes, and I just think they were really great, and I was so fortunate to work on them with a really good team. So that kept me super busy, which all goes to say that, you know, I wanted to keep this video kind of low stakes. So I didn't really do any planning. I don't even have a pencil sketch under here. I'm just literally winging it, which is a little bit scary to do, you know, for like a content creation aspect, you know, like, oh, it could turn out kind of bad, like, and people are gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, oh, you were away for a while and, you know, you got worse at art. Which isn't true, right? But these are the things that I'm sure any artist thinks about. And like, even with those freelance projects done, like, I still have volunteer commitments. For example, these YouTube videos, I'm starting to classify YouTube as volunteer work again, just in my head. What I make from YouTube revenue is pretty negligible, so it's not really one of my income avenues. And the same went for Patreon. I know I've closed down my Patreon, and I'm sorry to anybody who is maybe disappointed by that, but I just didn't enjoy running it. I felt like I was letting people down. I felt like I wasn't doing my best work, and the effort to income level just wasn't feasible. So I feel like I'm going through a sort of shift in my life where some things are becoming more important, some things are becoming less important. Social media and YouTube are one of those things that are becoming less important to me. Whereas before, you know, like, they were really important to me, I think. But Yeah, my priorities have just been shifting, and I don't know, I've always been one of those people who have a hard time having like an online like community. I hear people talk about that all the time, and they're like, oh, my followers are like family. And I want to first say thank you for watching this video. This is nothing against, you know, anyone watching this, but I have a hard time putting that level of emotional investment into it, you know. And some people are really good at cultivating that sort of community, and I'm just not. I'm like I'm independent, I am introverted, you know. I don't want to spend that energy doing that. I'd rather be, you know, knitting by myself, or hanging out with my cat, or playing Dragon Age, or drawing things that nobody's ever gonna see. And I mean, more than that, I always like working. I like working on stuff that allows me to have my house and my cat and support my family. And yeah, anyway, that's sort of where I've been at, and I hope you're doing well too. And I'm just gonna let the music play out here. My dad composed the music that's playing now, which is super great. He's very talented. And thank you to Arrtx for sending along these markers, which are super fun to use, and super opaque too. Like doing the layering here, I had no problems whatsoever. They layer like a dream. So if you're looking for something fun to play with in your sketchbook, check out these Arrtx markers. All the links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!